Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast. As always, Kevin Asoyan, Nick Strom, Andy Simo. Oof, yesterday. We needed a reset, honestly. Kevin was hot, now he's cold. Me and Strom have the same outcome every pick this year so far. 5 straight days of having the same outcome. Tough to win like that. So, but it is what it is. We're behind the sticks now. Even if we win, we're in the negative. So we got to win a couple. We wanted to avoid this, but here we are. Just like last year. But that was the last day of NFL football for regular season. On the playoffs now. And we have a pretty good stretch of sports coming up, starting, I think, Thursday. So with the college football playoffs and playoffs, it's going to be a lot of fun. But yesterday sucked, so I'll let Kevin recap yesterday's picks.
Yeah, we had three favorites yesterday, and two of them lost outright. So I had one of the worst picks of all time, Titans money line. I had to make this pick with how my system was of spreads regressing to the mean. 2-16 or 2-15 they end on the season. Titans lost to the Texans. I was going to take this anyways, but I really did not think the Texans were going to keep their guys in that long. So it looked really dumb. Titans made a little fourth quarter push, but they still lost by 9 points. Let me go to Andy with the Packers -7.5. As us three know, well, Bears went out right there. A fun ending. Packers never had a chance to cover, but I definitely thought they were going to win that game. So if you're going to lose that bet, you definitely want the Bears to win outright. And Seahawks -6.5. Back and forth game, they ended up winning by 5. So definitely was the right pick. But
I will say they had the 2-point conversion. I swear to God, he got 2 feet in and it got knocked out, so no catch. But 2-point conversion would have put it over.
Yeah, that is rough. So yeah, 0-5 to start the month here. We're all 2-3. Let's see if we can get on the same page.
Yeah, don't love it. But NFL's like pretty much done. There's no Monday night game, so lock in on NBA.
And news off of that Bears game, Christian Watson did tear his ACL, so Packers without Christian Watson the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. They're facing the Eagles. It's gonna be a tough game.
Eagles in
They got
Philly.
no shot.
No one knows what Jordan Love's status is. I think he's fine, but
even Malik Willis was hurt, banged up. The Bears beat him up a little bit.
Yeah,
seriously.
So at least that's a silver line. The Packers, they got a much worse playoff position out of that. Although the Commanders won anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But they lost a couple of spots in the draft. Will not be able to get Kelvin Banks, Will Campbell, or Abdul Carter now. So
you never know. We could trade Jalen Johnson.
There's a lot of good players in the draft. Not a quarterback draft either. So it's gonna be interesting to see where if people grab our edge rushers. O-line is the most exciting.
We'll see. But let's get into the picks today. NBA slate today. So, we love the NBA. We're very good at the NBA. Or not. I am, but been a good year for me. But let's get into the picks. Strom, why don't you kick us off?
Yep, I'm going Kings -1.5 at home against the Heat. I'm going full fade Heat mode here, who just lost to the Jazz by 36 at home. Sacramento has not been good at home. They're not good against the spread. Again, just going full fade the Heat. No Jimmy Butler. The team is in disarray. Really just a gut pick here. I didn't look at any data. If you looked at it, Sacramento, not that good. I'm hoping De'Aaron Fox plays tonight. He's questionable with hip injury, but the Kings should be a better basketball team than they are. They're just not clicking. So hopefully the Kings can win at home. Basically money line pick.
Yeah, the Heat are I didn't really see that coming. Jimmy Butler's just being suspended by the team, not even the NBA. Very interesting.
He needs to get traded. He might not play another minute for this team, honestly.
I don't think so.
Not going to happen.
Yeah. All right, Kev, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks today. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm going Bucks -5.5. They are playing Toronto, who is terrible. Toronto has lost 12 of their last 13 games. They failed to cover the spread in each of their last 5 games as underdogs. The Bucks just have been weird this year. They're very streaky. They won the NBA Cup after starting off bad, and then since they won the NBA Cup, they're 3-5 and have lost 2 in a row. I think this is the time for a bounce back after losing two in a row. Uh, Giannis should be good to go. Middleton should be good to go. Not that he's been great, but this is just a much better basketball team on paper, obviously, and they need to start winning some basketball games because they are a talented team. So I think they got to win this game. It's a matter of covering.
5.5 is not a huge number, so I think it's doable. I think the real question is just, is Giannis going to play?
That was my
So it's a
question.
game time decision.
I hate the NBA. They need a better system for player injuries because every fucking player is a game time decision.
There's zero updates today either. Like he was probable Monday and he played when he was a game time decision. It's like there's no updates today. So
Yeah.
NBA.
It's not a,
You go ahead.
I was saying it's not a back-to-back, so like he should play. Like there's no reason for him not to.
Well, they're playing a bad team. That's their reason not to play him because they could probably beat him without him.
As long as they cover with 5.5.
He's
spread.
listed as probable for tonight's game, so let's hope.
That's good. All right. And sticking with the theme of better basketball teams versus worse basketball teams, I'm going Pistons -4.5 against the Blazers. Pistons, they're okay at home. They're 8-8. Trailblazers 4-14 on the road. They are terrible on the road, and I love this even more because they just won against the Bucks in Milwaukee. So they got their first road win in I don't even know how many games. So I think that they're going to lose is what I'm thinking there. But also the Blazers, in their last 7 games, they failed to cover the spread in 5. And inverse of that, the Pistons have covered the spread in 5 of their last 7 games. They've been really good. They've actually won outright in 6 of those last 7. They've been playing really good basketball, especially at home. I think this is the last game of a 4-game homestand, and they've won the previous 3 games. So, and against Minnesota, and I guess the Magic are a little banged up, but they've beat some pretty solid squads. So really like the Pistons here. They're top 17 in offense and defense, where the Blazers, they're bottom 7 in offense and defense in the league. So give me the Pistons at home, cover a 4.5 spread, not too big of a number. Yeah.
Betting on the Pistons is just it makes me nervous automatically.
Oh, yeah, because they were so bad last year.
The NBA is just an anomaly. Like the good teams will lay down for bad teams. It just makes no sense right now. On paper, I think it's a great pick, but hopefully they show up against a bad Blazers team. I don't know.
I think this is one of those where it's like the Pistons aren't like they're not like the Bucks where it's like like the Bucks where it's like we're playing a bad team. We'll just bench Giannis today. Like they're kind of in the same level where they still have to compete and win.
They're playing
especially
Brooklyn.
for a playoff spot.
Brooklyn tonight, not the Blazers.
No, the Pistons are playing the Blazers.
No, they're playing the Brooklyn.
No, they're
playing the Blazers.
They're playing the Blazers.
I looked at that game earlier.
Is today Monday, January 6th?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the Pistons. I thought you had the Pacers.
No, Pistons.
God, I'm all sorts. I'm out of.
Happy Monday, first 5-day work week
Happy
in a while.
Yeah.
I was like,
in
what?
The swing of things. All right. So to recap our picks, Bucks -5.5 at -146, Pistons -4.5 at -148, Kings -1.5 -138. Comes out to +385 for today's parlay. On paper, these are just great picks. In reality, God knows.
0 for 3.
Don't say that.
We'll get at least one.
That's some positivity. I like it.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's get it.
All right,
Let's get
it.